We are moving.
Moving, yep.
Gerald and Shannon Helfrich are packing up their family and moving from this 4-bedroom colonial in Bryn Mawr to a bigger home nearby.
I mean, we're excited, but it's, this is our first house with, brought all our kids home.
The family is growing right now. 3 kids with 1 on the way, just needed more space, more elbow room to grow.
The selling process started about 6 months ago for this couple who met while studying at St. Joe's University.
It's doing the painting, it's cleaning up, it's decluttering, stuff like that. So, all said and done, it was a lot of work, but certainly worth it.
Local real estate experts say inventory's still low and the market largely favors sellers as we head into the summer months, the time of year many families move before the start of a new school year.
We're seeing that pricing's holding pretty steady, but price growth isn't as accelerated as it has been. Year over year, home prices are up a little over 5% across the region.
That's good news for sellers and those looking to list right now, according to Tom Toole with Remax Main Line in Westchester. He's had his pulse on the local market for decades and says data shows favorability depends on where you live.
In terms of pricing, we're seeing that the average homeowner in the suburban counties, Chester, Delaware, Montgomery, they're selling anywhere from, on average, 99.5 to 100.6% of their asking price right now. In Philadelphia, it's a little less. It's at 95.4% of the asking price.
The for sale sign on the Helfrich's front yard was only up for a matter of days. They received 5 verbal and 5 written offers and ultimately sold their home way over asking price.
We settled on an offer that was approximately $300,000 above our asking price.
For home sellers, the market's still very favorable in that supply and inventory. If you look at the absorption rates, we're over a 2-month supply. So what that means is that if nothing new came on the market, everything would be sold in just over 2 months.
A recent study by real estate company Redfin found that nationally speaking, there are 34% more sellers in the market than buyers, adding at no point in records dating back to 2013 have sellers outnumbered buyers this much. In other words, it's a buyer's market.
That's definitely happening in some parts of the country. It's not happening in the Philadelphia area. In fact, that same article, they identified Philadelphia as a balanced market, and Montgomery County specifically was one of the top 4 sellers markets in the country.
These sellers are on the border of Montgomery and Delaware counties, and given that they're in an area that's considered highly desirable, they expected their home to sell, but were overwhelmed in the best way.
I think just having a realtor that you trust that knows the market and the houses, I think that was absolutely key.
What we took away from it was, if we put the effort into it, we're hoping to reap the rewards of those efforts during the selling process, and we'd like to think that came to fruition.
A summer full of new beginnings for this growing family and the next one, who will call this house their home. Reporting in Bryn Mawr, I'm Sheehan, NBC 10 News.